Okay, so we're in Blender and I have a plane run through a cloth simulation here to get this result. It's set to shade smooth. This is what it looks like when we have shade flat. And over here in our modifier stack, just so you can understand what's going on, we have a subdivision set to level 1, followed by the cloth simulation, followed by another subdivision set to level number 2. And we get a nice, really smooth result here. Lots of geometry. When we turn off those subdivisions, you can see we got that kind of faceted look. But this is what we want to bring over into Keyshot. And we're going to use the Alembic file format to do that because we want to bring over our entire animation from frame 1 to frame 60. So I'll just type in a name, test cloth 3 in this case. And I have all the default settings. We have all the frames that are going to be exported, and everything else I'm just going to leave as it is and hit export. And you can see it took a few seconds there. We're going to jump over into Keyshot 10.2 Pro and import. I'll find that ABC file that I just exported, open that up, and here in the default settings, a couple things to look out for. We need to change the animation type to deformable meshes because we're actually deforming the plane. In import cameras and adjust environment, those can be checked off because we don't need those options in this case. And I'm going to hit import. Now I can play back my animation to see that cloth simulation, and the frames are all there. However, if we throw on another shader here, we'll use the metallic paint just to make things really obvious. It's looking like our subdivisions were not exported properly and everything looks incorrect. We want it to look like that. Back here in Blender, we need to re-export. And to do that, I'm just going to pause this real-time view in Keyshot. File, export, Alembic. Just going to give it a new name here, testcloth 4. And we're going to actually check this box here under subdivisions that says apply. And hopefully what that does is it actually applies the modifier to the degree that we want it to. And that is not on by default, so we need to make sure we check that. Then we'll export again. Technically it takes a little bit longer because there's more geometry here. Jump back into Keyshot, and we will import that cloth 4, test cloth 4. And we can use all the same settings that we had before. We want to make sure that calculate normals is turned on. It is by default usually. And you also have you will have better results if you keep the geometry unit to meters, even if you were not modeling in meters. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the old version that we had in here, and here's a new version which already looks a lot better. But we'll throw on the metallic paint just to confirm that, and you can see we're getting that nice silky smooth appearance that we had in Blender. Here in Keyshot, we can play back the animation and we see all the frames are looking proper and we're good to go. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thank you again.